This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, this is more so for my school followers, the ones that's, it really could be for anybody that's in school right now. Like, I've had freaking, kids in middle school join my stream, so I figure, okay, they may or may not be listening to my podcast, and if they're not, then, I guess, any, kid out there that just overall, needs, well, more so, yeah, I guess, you can call it advice, for, the after-school life and stuff, because, yeah, once when you done, graduated and you're out of school, it's such a different environment. That first year, you're gonna just want to enjoy it. You're gonna want to enjoy it. You're gonna want to just, it's pretty much it's this. If you were one of those, party kids, or, you just one of those kids that like to hang out, you're doing that, but, for the whole day. It wasn't you had to, schedule, you could go hang out with your friends at any given point in time. But eventually, and I mean, that's, so I guess, that's for the ones that just kind of wants to enjoy their time after school. But, for the ones that want to just get straight into working, yeah, I feel like that there's a lot of different places out there. Well, I don't know. I feel like places is kind of different. It seems like they're more so hiring people that's, in their 20s and stuff that got some sort of experience, unless maybe a grocery store or something. I feel like a grocery store will probably be the better option, because I'm trying to think, and I remember at my job, they never hired anybody that was they did me. I was like, wait a second. But no, I think after that, they didn't hire anybody else, under the age of 20 and stuff. No, I think for the most part, everybody there was they were old enough to drink. But yeah, I was I remember at my old job, it was I was 19 when I started. So yeah, you can have those two. Well, if honestly, how I would recommend it is as soon as you graduate, start making yourself some money. It's that's honestly the best option for you. I feel like a lot of people overall know that, but there's going to be those ones where it's you still want to party, you still want to have fun. No, my thing is this, the party and the fun, that's always going to be there, but making money, an opportunity to make money, it could be a one-time opportunity to make the right amount of money. See, I feel like a lot of people don't overall know that, where it's after you done graduate and you're okay, well, I want to just hang out, have fun, not do nothing and stuff. But when, overall, I was I don't know why every time when I go to plug up my laptop charger, I just always get distracted. I'm I ain't doing no more multiple takes of a podcast episode. I mess up. But lately I've been doing multiple takes, and I'm I am stressing myself out and things. I'm nah, bro. But anyways, but no, overall though, that's the main thing. You just kind of want, because I know with me, I was just at home chilling, drinking Red Bulls, freaking, playing video games. And then it wasn't until that next year, that's when I was so yeah, give yourself some time to just kind of, I guess, enjoy yourself. But eventually at some point, yeah, you got to start making yourself some money. You got to start finding something to do. So yeah, for me, it was I started, with YouTube. And I feel it just, you kind of just sit down, you start thinking about it, and you're excuse me, you know what? No, I want to do something. I don't want to do this, just hanging out. If I am, I want to, I want to at least make some money or something, So, cause yeah, once when you get that, that mindset and stuff just to, make money, it's kind of hard to shake it, like you're always looking for an opportunity to make some sort of like money. And that's why with me, I was like, bruh, I was hitting up brands. I was like, do y'all need a brand ambassador? Then of course getting into multiple different platforms, and then what else? Like, yeah, it was just any way possible. And then of course, like, working in Seattle and stuff, I was like, yeah, that was, it was needed, because it did help me with a lot of the things that with content creating and stuff. So, but yeah, whether it's just, like you wanting to follow a career path of your choosing, or, you just overall want to just like find a career. Because yeah, there's like two ways of going about it once you graduate. So there's the one way of like, because I feel like that's much more harder, where it's like you're coming up with your own career plan. Because I feel like if you're following in another career plan, it's already laid out for you. You are like, well, you don't know what to do, but it's like you already like have people there for you to guide you. And I feel like, when you choose your own career, a lot of the times, at least for me, it's like a lot of the times you're gonna be in it by yourself. So and the thing is though, it helps you, like when you are trying to just overall build a brand or start up a business or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be, a little difficult. It's gonna be one of those things where it's kind of, because I know there's like friends of mine where they got like eyelash, jobs and stuff, where it's like, I guess you just go over to their house and then they just start working on your lashes and things. And then I just seen where one of my friends, she does like body waxing, and I'm like, if I could just look, it's to anybody out there, if that's like your, career choices and stuff, all right, cool. Do what you want to do in life. But I guarantee you, and I promise you this, all right, it's going to take one time. I just don't know about it, man. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I would, like, I guess if I was like, but that's the thing. I'm like, nah, people should be out here taking care of their own body. Like, I guess, like, with, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that would be kind of, like, hypocritical, because I'm like, I know for a minute I was going like get my own haircuts and stuff, or going to a barber to get my haircuts. Now I'm cutting my own hair, but like, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things, because she posted about how she's like, waxing women. I think we don't need to get further into that, part of the conversation, but we just gonna say the headline of it. She's waxing women. And like overall it's something where it's like you can't do it to men, because it's just one of those things where it's like, I guess with women, they got a lot less than what a man has in that region of the body and stuff, so it's more easier for the woman. But still, I'm like, that just seems way too personal. I'm like, it's one of those things that, because I know people will probably be all like, would you do that for like your wife or somebody? Like, let's say that's honestly, I gotta just say real quick, if my wife, if she approached me, she's all like, I gotta like ask you of something, I gotta ask you for your help, but I don't know how you're gonna respond. And I'm like, well, what is it? Like, what do you look? If it involves me doing something like with I'm like, nah. I'm like, I like how my body is intact. I don't want nothing to be altered or changed or nothing. You ain't gonna. I'm like, no, whatever it is. I'm like, it sounds like it's gonna be something crazy. So I'm like, just you tell me. I will think about it, listen to some music, play some video games, and just try to like figure out. But if it's that, like, nah, I'm like, that's wow. I'm like, because it's like, how do you, the thing is, if I really love that girl, I guess I would. Like, I know people are bro, like, bro, you love way too hard. I guess I do. But I don't know. I feel like that's like, like that should be okay. The thing is, because I wouldn't want to mess up where it's all like I put too much of like the wax stuff down and then it just rips, and then next thing you know, like she's like, I gotta go to the hospital, and it's just it's best. So yeah, I guess it's probably best that my friend has that business, because I'm like, I could see a story right now on the news talking about a woman had to have like emergency surgery or something after some failed waxing, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably best, you go to a professional over that type of stuff. And my friend, she's been doing like that, body treatment stuff. She's been doing it for a minute now. I imagine like, she's very well qualified and stuff. So, But anyways, but yeah, like overall though, I like how it was like it got from like, hey, look, I'm gonna get carried away at times when I'm doing my podcast. All right, so I think if anybody, if it's like if you're new to my podcast, just yeah, overall know that like it's you're new, I'm gonna get carried away. But if you're a veteran, you should already know that I get carried away. But anyways, getting back on topic, talking to these kids that's still in school and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, you overall can, like, start your business and things. I feel like if you guys start working on that stuff while you're in school right now. So, like, let's say, for an example, you want to open up a barber shop, like, start studying for that stuff right now. If you want to, design clothes or something, start working on that stuff now. Put your and that's the thing where it's like people forget about social media. I know a lot of times people try to avoid social media, but social media is like, in my opinion, it is the wave for starting your business or starting whatever you want to start. Like, cause no, like the thing is, think about it. Look at every, big designer. Where do they post? They post on social media. When Virgil, the man that was behind Off-White, where did he go? He went to social media. Yeah, he had like those fashion shows and stuff, but yeah, he posted his stuff on social media. Who else? Freaking content creators. My thing is this. There are content creators out there where you don't really see where they have too many social media platforms, but for the majority of all content creators, they have social media platforms, whether they're posting on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Seems like those would be the best options for you. I see where they post stuff on Facebook too. So like Facebook will probably be an honorable mention. But yeah, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Those seem like those would be the best places, especially if you're posting like clips and stuff. Cause one thing that I see a lot with Twitch streamers is that they will get clips of their streams and then they will post it on like, TikTok or wherever. There's numerous friends I have where they do stuff like that. There's actually one of my friends, her name is Blazin'. And, yeah, that's something where it's like, I don't know, like, I can't necessarily say that she built her following off of TikTok, but I guarantee and I promise you there's probably a lot of people from TikTok. Because now, how many followers does she have on TikTok? Let me just check real quick, because I think she got 10K followers on Twitch, but on TikTok she has... let's see real quick. Only 8,000 followers? Fam, I thought she had more than that. Alright, so I don't know. I thought wrong. I thought like the majority of her followers came from TikTok, but no, they came from Twitch. Like, so no, she just be out there killing it. She be having some dope streams though. So that's why I'm like, nah, she be like, here's the thing, just to really talk on her real quick. She streams for hours upon hours playing this. And it's kudos to her for being able to like to sit play the same game for hours and hours. I mean, I did that at one point. This is like long before I would was a content. Well, I mean, I've been a content creator for the most part, like ever since I had to say I got into online gaming, but. Overall though, like, no, with, like, Call of Duty, it's like, you sitting there and you're playing a game, and it's like, with me, I've struggled with Call of Duty, and I gotta sit there for, like, 5 hours, and then let's say she does one of them subathons, where you're streaming for, like, multiple days. I mean, at least she gives her time to, like, sleep, eat, and do her like errands and all that stuff. But I'm like, with me, I'm like, bruh, I couldn't even try. There's at times where I try playing Call of Duty, I'm like, bro, the latest one, Modern Warfare 2, bro, I don't want to play that game for like 5 minutes because of how many issues that game has. But yeah, it's like, when you just see that dedication and that hard work that somebody puts in and stuff, it's kind of like, wow. Like, like, regardless of, whatever, it's like, they gonna make it. So, yeah, like, when I look at her, it's like, I have to say it's people like her. Let me think of some other people, like, yeah, there's some YouTubers I can name off, some other Twitch streamers and stuff. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of content creators where it's like, you'll see where it's like a lot of times they start working on that stuff at a young age, and then, there's some where they discover it a little bit later. But yeah, for the most part, if like the thing is this, you can work at content creating at any given point in time in your life, but as soon as you start, you can't stop. Like, you gotta keep going left and right and stuff. Yeah, take breaks, you know, obviously do that and things, but yeah, it's like it's just one of those things where it's like you gotta keep going with it at all times and stuff. So, but anyways, and that being said, I feel like, yeah, I overall discussed. So yeah, you know, just overall, like, you know, for the kids that's still in school, it's like if you already kind of know, if like, so pretty much like if you got to go through school, like college and all that stuff to get to the job that you want to get to, then yeah, continue going to school. But overall though, and I mean, even if it's not, like, still, you know, get your diploma, go, you know, if you want to go to college, do whatever you want to do. I guess just to have like a little bit more experience and stuff. And then, yeah, you know, just overall, like once when you're out of school, then whatever it is that you want to attack, go for it. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.